Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, and welcome to the Confidence Igniter podcast. And I am your host. My name is Tamiko Green. Well, I'm so excited about today's episode. Today's episode is titled Bounce Back. I'm going to say that again. Today's episode is titled Bounce Back. In life, each and every one of us at some point will experience a challenge or a loss, whether it's a challenge in finances, a challenge in your job, a loss of a relationship or a loved one. But it's not about the challenge or the loss, it's how we're able to recover, how we're able to bounce back when we are faced with adversities. So today I want to talk to you about bouncing back, the power to bounce back when you're dealing with situations and especially unexpected situations that you was not even looking forward to. And somebody might be saying, what do you mean looking forward to? Who look forward to a challenge? Well, none of us is true, but some of us, that there is something coming down the pipeline. We get the news that perhaps there's something going on in our company, or maybe it's something going on with one of our family members, or maybe it's even ourselves. Maybe we have a health issue. So, but still in all, it's about how we recover from that, knowing that each and every one of us has the ability to bounce back. But it actually deals with how we see that thing, our perspective of that situation. And are we willing to look beyond that situation and see victory? I say always be able to see victory in the midst of a challenge. But many times we get so wrapped up in that challenge, saying to ourselves that self talk of, why did this happen to me? And we look at others and say, they never have a problem. And when we say things like that, like they never have a problem, let me tell you, each and every one of us have problems. Now, some of us just deal with them differently. Some of us don't carry them on our shoulder. Some of us don't, you can't look at us and see that we're going through an issue because some of us really understand that, what I'm going through. It's kind of like being in a tunnel and you're just going through the tunnel. At some point, you're able to see the light. So you know that there is a way out. I was looking at one of the UCLA basketball games actually yesterday, the championship. They actually won, and there was a one of the basketball players, and they were interviewing her. This is her senior year, so she was saying how excited she was, and that she was able to play with such a great team, but she really seen herself winning. She seen the team winning. Every day that they would get on the phone with one another, they actually seen themselves winning this game. And so I say to you, do you see yourself winning even when you're being challenged? She continued on and said that the mind is powerful. And that was like, man, she was so right. Like the mind is so powerful that if you're able to see yourself through something, you're able to come out of it. But if you see yourself stuck, you will remain stuck. I know of a young man that went through a trauma, and this trauma that he went through left him with some disabilities. For some people, they would have been like, you know what, I give up on life. I'm just not going to do anything, or poor old me. But he didn't. He said, you know what, I'm still living. I have an opportunity to still win because I am a champion. And so I ask you today, are you a champion? I'm going to say that again. Are you a champion? Because truly, I believe you are. I believe each and every one of us are champion, and sometimes as a champion, we still need that cheerleader to cheer us on. And sometimes the best cheering is the one that we do for ourselves, the things that we say to ourselves. So when you say that you a winner, you are a winner. When you say that things are going well for you no matter what, guess what? They go well for you no matter what. Those are things that the challenges, the things that for some would handicap them, but champions say, I will not be defeated. They don't allow the challenges to defeat them. They defeat the challenges. I know for myself, going through my own challenges, and I say it's a storm brewing, but guess what? Who's sending the rain? God is always raining on us. So even in the midst of my own challenges, let me tell you, I see victory. I see victory. And so what do you see? That's the thing. Are you seeing yourself as a victor or a victim? You have the ability to bounce back. I know in the life we live in the world we're living in right now, I know there's so many challenges. Every time you turn on the news, there's an issue. If you look online, there's an issue. There's issues all around, and sometimes, you can get so full of the issues and the things that is going on, and that weighs you down on top of the things that you're already probably dealing with. And you're probably saying to yourself, wow, man, I can't handle it. But I say to you today, oh, yes, you can. You can handle it. Sometimes we have to eliminate the news. Sometimes we have to stop reading those things that just weigh us down. And sometimes we have to separate ourselves from people that's keeping us down. See, it's also about who we are connected to. Because some of us are connected to a tribe. But yes, I use the word tribe or a group of friends. However you want to say it, we all have our tribes that we like to hang out with. But sometimes we need to get a different tribe. Sometimes we got to find new friends. We got to find new friends that's going in the direction that we want to go in the direction that we're going in. If you've already changed course, then you got to meet new people that is on that road. See, I always say you cannot take the same mindset into a new journey. If you're looking to do something new, if you fell down in life and you're like, hey, I'm ready to bounce back, I'm ready to get up, you know what? It's going to require a different mindset. It's going to require you every day being able to see your way through. It's going to require you not just being able to see your way through, but also willing to let go of that's holding you down. I'm going to say that again. It's going to require more than you just seeing your way through. It's going to also require you to let go of what's holding you down. And sometimes that's difficult because sometimes the things that's holding us down, we have such a great relationship. I say great, but it really isn't. We have that relationship with that thing or that person, and we don't want to let it go. Sometimes we're toying with things that don't even want to toy with us. Okay. Sometimes we're holding on to things that just don't want to be held on to. So in order to bounce back, you got to take some inventory. You got to look at all the things that you have that can help you to move forward. Now, I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about those assets that you have. I'm talking about those gifts and those talents that you have that can help you move beyond where you are. I'm talking about those moments of silence when you can sit still and know who is God. Because that alone can help you to move beyond where you are, to get to where you want to go or where you're being called into. So I say to you today that even in the midst of challenges, you have the power and potential to bounce back But are you ready? Are you willing? Are you willing to discipline yourself and make some changes? Are you willing to let go of those things that's still holding on to you? You have the power. It's just a matter of using it. Once again, like I said, I know for myself, I've had to make some major changes recently, and I'm still making changes. And sometimes making changes is not so easy, but it's what you have to do. It's what you have to do in order to move forward into the next phase of your life. But it comes with some soul searching. It comes with some time out. You know how back in the day or even now, people will put kids in time out. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to put ourselves in time out and say, hey, let's take a break. Let's think this thing through. And sometimes thinking it through is just not good enough. Sometimes you got to write it. You got to be able to write it down so you can see it on paper. So you can see that, you know what, through all of this that I see, I do have the power to bounce back. I can bounce back if I choose to. The human mind is so powerful. We don't never have to stay down. We can always get up. We have the confidence, the boldness to move forward when we truly desire to move forward. But then that becomes the next question. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want a life that you can look at and say, you know what? Now this is living. Or do you want to stay where you are if you're in a place that you really don't want to be? You have the power. You can move. We all do. We all do. And I'm not speaking on what I think. I'm telling you, I've had many challenges in life. And I wouldn't be here today speaking to you if I didn't move beyond them. If I didn't recognize that I have the power to bounce back, no matter what it is, no matter what the situation is, you have the power to bounce back. So let's do it. I challenge you. I challenge you, if you're going through something, I challenge you, whether it is a financial issue, a family member issue, a job issue, it doesn't matter what it is. Anything that's holding you down, I challenge you to let it go. I challenge you to stand up, stand bold, and take back your power and bounce back. Well, this has been today's episode here on the Confidence Igniter podcast. I will ask that if you have not already, please like, share, and subscribe. And please remember that every third Saturday at Fortified City Christian Church, located at 2744 Road in Marietta, Georgia, please do not forget that they have their food distribution giveaway. And it takes place from between the hours of 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Once again, if you are in need of food, please show up on the third Saturday of the month. Well, until we meet again, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have a wonderful Super Monday. Until we meet again, don't forget, bounce back.